Good evening, everybody. Happy Friday to everyone out there. Welcome to the Chainmovers podcast. And as usual, I'll be your host, Chad. And with me is my lovely co-host, Lacey.
Hi, everyone.
How's it going today?
Peachy.
Peachy fucking keen, eh?
Yeah. Friday.
Good.
So that means that it snows.
Which it did.
And it gets colder.
Which it is. No surprises there.
No.
Just like clockwork.
It's just a Friday in Saskatchewan, I
Another
guess.
Friday in paradise.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah. It was a nice week, though.
Yeah, I sure can't complain. For the middle of February, and we're like +3 on average every day, I would say.
It was melting. One night, it melted all night. It was glorious.
Wow.
Yeah. It was great.
Wow! We can't both take a drink at the same time. Because then it's dead air.
Whoops. Yeah.
What's the matter with you?
Sorry. I was trying to drink quickly. It's good coffee I made.
It is good coffee.
Isn't it? I did good. I don't know what I did, but
Taste the love in there.
thanks. I did that for you. Delicious.
Love. All right, Lacey, we got a lot to get to. We weren't here Wednesday.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
Just couldn't.
Couldn't be here.
Couldn't do it.
You know, and nobody busts my balls, like, on comments or anything about, we skip the odd day here and there.
Yeah.
But for those that don't know, when you're trying to work a full-time job and do this show, it's a lot of work.
And, we have other things to do, too.
Yeah, my life doesn't revolve just around those two things. Although most days it feels like it does.
Right.
But, yeah, I appreciate everybody's patience.
Yeah. Sometimes we just can't do it.
Fuck, I just get too much going.
Yeah. This week did seem really busy.
Just too much on the go. So.
And you know what? Really? The nice weather sure did boost everything up. Hey?
In terms of what?
We got to be outside, so that was nice. It makes you feel better even, though.
Oh, way better. Yeah.
Like you were smoking some meat. What'd you smoke? A roast.
Smoked a nice round roast.
Yeah, so you were outside like all day that day.
No gloves on even.
But yeah, you just feel so much better. It was amazing.
If you've never been on the prairies when you get a nice day in the middle of winter, it's like, fuck, everybody's outside.
Everyone. And it's like you'll just find things to do.
And it's like +2.
Yeah.
It's like not even that nice out. And fuck, everybody's outside. I stood outside for 7 hours smoking a roast.
Just looking at it.
Yeah.
I chipped ice that really didn't need to be chipped.
No, just something to do outside.
Yeah. That's what you do. That's what you do.
God bless the prairies.
Love it.
I love it too. Nothing better.
No.
Well, except when it's -50. I don't like that, but
No.
whatever. You take the good with the bad.
That's right.
Or the bad with the good.
Sure.
However you want to say it.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's get into it. We got a lot to get to since we missed Wednesday. But first up, Lacey.
What is that?
I hit a 9-leg parlay this week. 9-leg NBA parlay.
Whoop whoop.
I guarantee you 100% of our listeners have never hit a 9-leg. That's tough to do.
We'd like to hear from you if you do.
Sure, you can let me know.
Tag us.
Send
Tag
me
us
your,
in a post.
Send me your bet slip. You can black out the dollar amounts. I don't give a shit because
Yeah.
I black mine out when I post them.
Yeah.
Nobody's goddamn business how much money I won. But I won.
It doesn't matter.
A 9-leg NBA parlay. It was a thing of beauty. It wasn't full spreads. I took winners and, I took the money line on quite a few of them, but you have to sometimes. You just don't know. But it was like once I went back and looked at it, it was like the most predictable NBA night ever. It's like every fucking favorite one. I don't care, but if I would have took spreads, there's blowouts all over the place.
Right.
So, but it is what it is. I'm still happy.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was tickled pink, actually.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Congratulations to me.
Congratulations to you.
I don't give enough credit around here.
I was super happy for you.
Not as happy as I was.
Yeah. I get happier for me when I win too.
I was pretty happy. Dancing around here.
Yeah, you were pretty stoked.
So
Still talking about it the next day you were.
I'm still talking about it now.
That's true.
Probably till the day I die, because I'll probably never do it again. So
That was pretty good.
it was a great feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tonight, Hawks fucking lost to the Spurs. Broke my parlay. Fucking Atlanta. They're like trying to bet on the Pacers lately. I just don't bet Pacer games anymore. I can't.
Who's the other one? There's someone else you said you don't bet anymore.
The Pacers. I don't know.
I can't remember.
Charlotte's tricky too. They're
Maybe
so up
that's-
and down.
Jazz? Did they screw you a few
yeah.
times? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking Jazz. Well, and then they blew out Golden State the other night.
Yeah.
And I had the Warriors on the road.
Oh, right.
They got absolutely
Right.
throttled.
I think it was them that you said
So.
at the beginning that you're like, I can't bet on these guys.
I can't do it. Okay, let's move on, Lacey.
Okay.
So we had our NFL awards go
Yeah.
down. For those of you that were not aware, MVP Mr. Aaron Rodgers
Even though he's an asshole.
didn't even cut his hair for the occasion.
Well, no kidding.
Looks good. Had it slicked
Yeah.
back.
In a pony?
Agree or disagree with that?
Yeah.
Tom Brady was exceptional this year. I don't know.
I don't know.
Aaron Rodgers was also exceptional, but Brady was real good. Like, real good.
I don't know. It's too hard. That's too hard to do. I could never do it.
No opinion from Lacey.
Oh.
I don't know, man. You put... Okay, well, I'll get into it. You put their stats side by side. Brady was the better Q this year.
Yeah.
5,300 yards. How many touchdowns did he have?
I don't know.
43? Like, he was fucking good.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's got to be the best last season anyone will ever put up.
And what are you... Like, if you're not basing it on numbers, what are you basing it on?
Well, I presume it's numbers plus they won the NFC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I don't know how you do that then.
I don't know. I'd say the only knock on Brady would be that his team is way more stacked than Green Bay's. But I don't know. Tom was very good.
Yeah.
Offensive Rookie of the Year, Jamar Chase, Cincinnati Bengals. No surprise there.
No.
He deserved it.
Yeah.
Defensive Rookie of the Year, Micah Parsons,
Oh, yeah.
Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
First ever unanimous Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Really?
No surprise there either, I don't think. He was exceptional this season. Coach of the Year, Mike Vrabel, Tennessee Titans. What do you think of that?
Coach of the year?
Coach of the Year.
Okay.
Titans won the AFC. Well, had the best record in the AFC. And they had a pile of injuries this season. I like Vrabel.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't hate that.
Cincinnati, Zach Thomas easily could have won it as well.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Vrabel got it. Defensive Player of the Year, TJ Watt.
I like that.
Yeah, I got no problems with that. And Offensive Player of the Year, you know who won that one, Lacey?
No?
Cooper Kupp.
Oh, good.
Cooper Kupp won Offensive Player of the Year. And our Walter Payton Man of the Year,
Yeah.
often considered the most prestigious award of them all,
Yeah.
Andrew Whitworth, tackle for the Los Angeles Rams. So,
All right.
congratulations to all the recipients. I mean, they're all arguable, probably other than Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, I guess.
Like there was someone else kind of in the mix, right?
Yeah.
MVP, of course,
Yes.
and Coach of the Year are probably
The most.
you could argue a couple different people, but
Yeah, I agree.
for the most part, I think everything panned out as it should.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
next up,
Not bad.
United States Ski and Snowboard Team. allegedly they are under investigation of alleged sexual misconduct. This just came out today. Callan Synthlook Seesoff is her name. It says Coach Peter Foley took nude photos of the female athletes for over a decade. And there is allegations of, I'm going to say, bullying, racial slurs, things of that nature going on with the US Ski and Snowboard team. United States Ski and Snowboard team, no comment back on whether or not Peter Foley will remain the coach throughout the Beijing Olympics, because that's where he is right now, obviously, right? So,
oh boy. Yeah,
she was on the team in 2010, I believe. I didn't write it down, but she said she just couldn't sit there anymore and watch it happen. So,
oh my God, that's sick.
She was living with that and finally blew the lid off it, and we'll see what happens. So,
jeez.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Big problems all over those United States national teams.
Yeah. It's sick.
The gymnastic team, obviously, huge problems there. There was for a very long time. This hockey.
Sick. Yeah. Sick.
So, we'll see what comes of that. Next up, Lace 5 PEI, Prince Edward Island, for you non-Canadians. Minor hockey players suspended 25 games over racial slurs. This happened last November. They were in the crowd. They weren't even playing. But it was, they were beaking the goalie for whatever team. They were suspended indefinitely.
Oh, okay.
And then somehow got it reduced to 25 games. But that came out today. PEI Hockey obviously apologizing to the young man that was playing goalie. And yeah,
I don't even know what to say to these anymore. You know what I mean? I'm just
we do our show 3 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I have one of these on virtually almost every show?
Right. I don't know.
And I don't want to talk about it.
Right.
But it has to be talked about.
Right.
You just can't sweep it under the rug.
Right.
That don't work.
No, it doesn't.
So I don't know.
If I don't know, I don't know. I don't want to talk about it.
I don't think I've ever met anyone from PEI.
I don't think I have either.
No, they don't make their way out this way.
No, got Nova Scotia, Newfoundland.
Lots of noofs.
Yeah, I like them.
Lots of goofy noofies. Hey?
Yeah.
Well, some are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our old neighbor was strong accent. Yeah.
Fuck, I could barely understand the guy.
I couldn't.
I lived beside him for like 10 years. Fuck, half the shit he said I couldn't even make out what he was saying.
And it was funny because if his dad come around, that was his dad or her dad?
The small guy.
Yeah. Then there's no way of you knowing what they were talking about.
They could speak in Newfoundlandese. You can't understand a word they're saying.
But I love, they're super friendly.
Good people.
Darling.
Yeah. Good people.
Everyone's darling.
I've never met a Newfie who's just a flat out dick.
No.
You know?
They seem like very, just
nice folks.
Yeah.
Seem to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like to have a good time.
Yeah. Like to hit the shine.
Yeah.
The screech. Hey?
Yeah. They're just happy to be there.
It's fucking all good.
Yeah.
Happy to be out of Newfoundland.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because they all end up fucking here. In Alberta. Which, whatever. I don't give a shit.
No.
You want to come out here and work? Good for you.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, they all, yeah. I've never met one I didn't like.
Huh. There you go.
I don't think I have. I don't know.
It's a pretty big claim.
I haven't met a whole lot of them, I don't think. But the ones that I've, they seem really fun. Friendly. Nice
there
people.
You have it. Wow, that's a vote of confidence to the Newfoundland population of Alberta and Saskatchewan. So I didn't realize you were love Newfies so much.
I think they're hilarious.
Yeah, they seem like good people. Okay, moving on.
Yeah, that was weird.
NHL coaching changes. Oilers finally fired Dave Tippett, Lacey. They finally did it.
Congratulations, you guys.
So,
let's hope.
And I mean, the nice part for them is their season's, it's not like it's a lost season.
No.
They can easily make the playoffs in the Pacific. I think they actually went about it the right way. Mm-hmm. Like, it was like 6 games in and everybody was calling for his head.
Right.
And if you remember back, I was like, everyone just fucking calm down, just pump the brakes.
Yeah.
And he didn't improve the situation. Mm-hmm. So they let him go. Fine. Jay Woodcroft coming in now, head coach of the Oilers. I don't know who Jay Woodcroft is.
Okay.
So. Connor McDavid has had 4 coaches in 7 years in Edmonton.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
Yeah. So how much longer?
That's nuts.
They don't get it right this time.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Connor's gonna be like, "This is a joke."
Yeah, get me out of here.
And I'm out of here.
Yeah.
This is
I wouldn't blame him.
No, neither would I. For a young kid, he's really kept his composure, and I mean, you look at the Jack Eichel situation in Buffalo and how that didn't pan out, and they went the same draft.
Oh, okay.
Right? So, McDavid's been wearing the C for how many years, and, he just puts his head down and keeps on going, and, everybody's saying free Connor, because Edmonton's Edmonton, but, yeah, they finally got rid of Tippett, so we'll see what happens. And the Habs finally fired Dominic Ducharme. Them and their 8 wins. What a gong show that team is. But they did hire Martin St. Louis as their head coach. You remember Martin St. Louis?
I do, actually.
Former Tampa Bay Lightning.
Oh, okay.
Former Canadian Olympian. So we'll see. Their first game in, they got blown out, but that team's just bad.
Right.
That doesn't help.
No.
Right? But
no, it doesn't.
I don't know. I wish Marty all the success. He seems like a beauty, and as much as I don't like Montreal, I like St. Louis. So it is what it is. Their season's done. They recognize that. Yeah. Right?
Well, I would hope so.
It's now a matter of trying to right the ship going into next season, and who wants to be here, who doesn't.
Yeah.
Who has a job, who doesn't, right? And go from there. Sticking with the NHL, Lace, Tuukka Rask retires from the NHL.
Oh.
What do you think of that?
Was he old?
Not super old hip injury, though.
Okay.
He doesn't think he'll recover 100% from or be what he was. So, mailed it in. Tuukka Rask, let's go through some of his stats because a lot of people are saying he should be in the Hall.
Okay. Well, I actually know that name, and I don't watch hockey.
Well, he was the guy that beat my Nucks in 2011.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. He was a good goalie.
Yeah.
From Finland. He's a Finnish guy.
Okay.
33rd in wins.
Wow.
All time at 308. 3rd in save percentage.
Holy shit.
921 save percentage.
Wow.
That's a minimum 200 starts, too. So it's not like you're pulling guys that have played 5 games.
Right. Wow, that's crazy.
12th in goals against average, 2.28. 27th in shutouts with 52. 1 cup, 1 Vezina. Is that good enough to get into the Hall?
I don't actually know other people's, but I would think so.
In your humble opinion.
I would think so. Those are pretty good numbers.
I'm sure there's worse guys in the Hall currently.
Right.
So, yeah, they are. He had a great career.
Wow.
In Boston. So, yeah, Tuukka Rask. Calling it a day, Lace.
All right.
Name you never forget.
Nope.
Tuukka.
Tuukka.
Tuuka. 2 U's.
Tuukka.
Very Finnish of you.
They like their vowels.
Congratulations, Tuukka Rask. You know what time it is? It's time for our Freedom Convoy update, Lacey.
Oh boy.
Wow, we've had some developments happening. Coots border still blocked. Nobody's moving. Emerson, Manitoba. I haven't heard much about that one today, but it was blocked. The Ambassador Bridge, for those of you not familiar with Canadian geography, the Ambassador Bridge connects Windsor and Detroit. Major artery from the U.S. into Canada. Blocked. Well, ain't that something? That hasn't happened in a long time.
Should I turn it off?
Yes.
How do I do that?
I think you need the remote. It's over here on that side. That's weird. When was the last time that happened?
Like a long time.
The 12th of never.
Yeah.
That never happens.
No.
Not anymore. That's tonight.
That's tonight.
It's probably the government.
Probably. I was just going to say
hacking
that.
into my fucking TV. Ambassador Bridge shut. Ontario government comes out to say they're going to start handing out $100,000 fines and a year in jail and all this bullshit. Nobody's moved. The best part is nobody's scared of the government anymore. They're not scared of the police. And when you have a population that is not frightened, you're in trouble. So, more people actually started showing up at the Ambassador Bridge. Yeah. So, what are you going to do? Arrest 2, 3, 4, 5,000 people? That's going to be tough.
And then Biden comes out and says, you better do something.
Who? Trudeau?
Yeah.
Fuck.
And then it was brought up, that the U.S. was going to...
Trudeau's busy coloring in his coloring book.
U.S. was going to come in and help.
That's an invasion of Canadian soil, so...
Yeah. You better back up.
Joe, aren't you busy fabricating a war with Russia right now in Ukraine? Just stay in your fucking lane.
Yeah.
And you don't even know where you are half the time.
That's exactly what someone had commented,
Jesus
actually.
Christ, America. Like, how do you let this fucking clown run your country?
Our president can't help you. He doesn't even know where he is.
We're in almost as equally a bad situation, but, I mean, holy fuck, you guys are the superpower of the world. And that fucking guy shits his pants and doesn't even know where he is half the time. Holy. Anyway. Canadian government attempting to now steal the money from the Give, Send, Go campaign. They just can't keep their hands off money that's not theirs.
No.
They love to try and just steal money from hardworking people. What else has gone on there? Not much is happening in Ottawa. It's just kind of business as usual.
Freedom Festival is the term I've been hearing now.
This week, it was bumping tonight.
Yeah. Weekends seem
check into some live feeds.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
They do have their big screen now. Did you see their big screen?
I seen they built a stage, yeah.
And they have a stage.
It was funny. I was reading on Twitter. So, flashback to remember when Antifa set up CHOP in Seattle? It was like that community.
Yeah.
They couldn't even build a fucking garden. Mm-hmm. Remember? Mm-hmm. Everything was dying in it.
Yeah.
And they built a house out of crates. And it's like, so which side would you rather be on? And it showed the stage with the screen and the lights or this. And it was a fucking dead garden and a house made out of crates. Fuck. It's so funny. You see all these fucking clowns on Twitter. And it's like, just tow the trucks out.
Yeah.
Why don't you get down there and tow a truck out?
Yeah.
Because you don't even know how to fucking turn on a diesel motor, you brain dead moron.
Yeah. Well, and so obviously, I think we talked about this before, but the tow truck company saying no. So they have that. Then they said without cooperation from a trucker, it would take them 60 to 90 minutes to hook up
one truck
and be able to move it. Yes, one truck. And that's if the path is clear. There are no clear paths.
And from the sounds of it, I mean, I'm not in the inner workings or inner circle of any of this stuff, but
no.
I do follow it quite closely, and I do talk to some people that are there.
Yes.
You can maybe clear out the Ambassador Bridge. But guess what? They'll be back in 3 days. Or 2 days. Or whatever the case may be. So what are you going to do? Are you going to leave it? How do you ever open the flow normally again? Because every time you see a string of semis coming...
Yeah, are you going to panic?
You're fucked.
Yeah.
They're fucked. And they know it.
And funny that you've brought up Ontario, Manitoba, Alberta, and in the middle of all that is Saskatchewan. And I thought it was funny.
Little Sasky.
I seen what you were talking about then. Our premier put out a post, and yeah, it was pretty much like begging Saskatchewan people not to close the border there. But the problem is that...
And it's not a slam at you, Scott. It won't be a slam at you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
No.
But let's talk about the Saskatchewan party a little bit here, shall we? With my own MLA for the Lloydminster area, I've reached out to her, Colleen Young, 3 times now. This was over the course of 2.5 weeks with 0 response. Mm-hmm. Now, last I checked, Colleen Young, you worked for the citizens of your district. Can't seem to get a response out of you. What's up with that?
Yeah.
I know you're not that busy, because being the Sask Party MLA for Lloydminster is you don't have to do anything. Mm-hmm. You're going to win the election. Mm-hmm. That might change now, because I'm going to tell everybody my experience that has gone down with this. And I'm now escalating it to somebody higher up in the Sask Party, and I will report back on how it goes. But this is absolutely fucking absurd. Mm-hmm. When I kept it clean, too.
Yeah.
Like, I kept it real clean in the emails, because if you go off and just start losing it on people, sometimes it works, but more often than not it doesn't, and they'll try and ignore you and piss you off, right? Mm-hmm. She's just flat out ignoring at this point. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, if you do live in this area, something to take note of. If you ever have an issue with the way your province is being governed, well, you may as well bang your head against a wall, because you won't get a response from Colleen Young from the Sask Party. So, pretty disappointed with the whole thing, honestly. Yeah. I'm not even so much mad at... It's a product of our society, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, there's 0 accountability anywhere. And, you know, you like to think it's a little different in your own backyard. It's not. No. It's the same bullshit. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, it is.
Anyway, what else do we have happen? We had 3 Quebec MPs come forward so far and say that they don't agree with how Justin Trudeau is handling things. Mm-hmm. And I got into an interesting conversation on Twitter last night, because I just posed a question underneath a post. Does anyone find it strange that all 3 of these MPs are from Quebec? Quebec is like Trudeau's turf. Yeah. Right? As far as I know.
Well, yeah.
I don't follow Quebec politics, so I was definitely open to like everyone explaining the situation to me, right? Because I just found it very odd. I find a lot of shit the government does very odd, but this one, I was like, there's got to be something going on here, right? So a couple Quebec people came on and they said, well, we've been hammered probably the hardest, you know, with all these restrictions and stuff like that. And I believe that, yeah. But that comes from their premier more so than it does Trudeau. Mm-hmm. So I was talking to one guy. He seemed very in the know, and he told me all about the history of this one, the last MP to come out and, you know, break stride with the Libs. And it's starting to make a little more sense now, like based on his history as to why he's now going against Trudeau, right? But I think they can smell the blood in the water too. They're politicians.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right? For sure.
So it's like... Trudeau goes, there's an opening here for leader of the party. It's no different than any other political party, right? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it's very interesting. It is. None other ones have come out yet, as far as I've heard, but they seem to do it like every 2 days. Yeah. So it's like one comes out, rocks the boat, and then it peters out, and then another one comes out and rocks the boat, and it's like for most effect, right? They wait a couple days, right? So yeah, it's very interesting what's happening. As far as I know, nothing will change until all the mandates are dropped. So you can cry, you can whine, you can throw your fines around, you can threaten this and threaten that, and do this and do that. It makes no goddamn difference. Negotiations are off the table. You guys burnt that bridge 2.5 weeks ago. So
and the thing is that they were more than open to sit down and discuss with someone. So today was scientists and doctors. It's like they have their, like, you know, we talked about before. They have their group of lawyers. They have their group of accountants. They have their scientists and doctors. So the one doctor has been in close contact with, like, he's been talking with the government, you know, people or whatever. He's like, I'm not just emailing a generic email that everyone else would have. He's like, you know, I've been, you know, talking to them. And they invited 3 from the government, so Tam, I don't know who the other 2 were, to come sit with them, to debate science. That is what they requested. They posted the letter that was sent. All of a sudden, there's no response now. So it was long. It was a long press conference. It
was a little over 2 hours, but mind-blowing.
The government people didn't show. And I thought it was interesting, the one doctor, how he explained it. And he said, let's take this back, he said, to, like, gladiators. He said, and we show up with our champions to put in the ring. He said, if you continue, and this is what the government's doing, they're continually not showing up. He said, if you can't put your gladiators, your champions, in a ring, I'm starting to think they're not champions.
Well, and for something that you believe in so strongly.
Pushing the science.
Why is this so hard?
And that's what the big, you know, they wanted the discussion. They wanted to have a discussion with them.
Well, they've put, what, $2 million on the table.
In the guy in the US, yeah.
To say, come debate your science with my science, and let's see if we can't figure something else. No takers.
Nothing. And that, I think it was a year ago that was put out there.
Fucking wild, man.
It's unbelievable. Like, there were so many times watching that today. Like, I showed you kind of the clips that blew my mind. But it was just constant. What these doctors and scientists have to say is just, like, well, I said, I'm like, my anxiety this week again.
You have the link to that?
Yeah.
We'll post it in the under the video in the comments or whatever, wherever you find links on YouTube videos.
It's long, but
in the description. Put it in the description. Yeah. That's where I'll put it.
But
yeah, it's like a 2-hour watch, and whether you live in Canada or the United States or Australia or wherever,
it doesn't matter. Yeah,
science doesn't change just because you live somewhere else.
No, it was amazing.
It will open your eyes if you don't know what to believe. It's pretty hard to argue with this.
It is, and
even if you're a diehard, I did the right thing. I look like a pincushion now. Whatever, I don't care. You owe it to yourself, to watch it, and it's wild, man. It's
just shocking.
And leave it to fucking Canada to save the world again. We're keeping receipts. The rest of the world's gonna owe us a big one again.
Oh yeah. So, did we ever talk about them? Yeah, you did bring up them having to give jerry cans back, right?
Yeah, but I seen a tweet from Ottawa Police tonight that they're not doing that now.
Well, they took from them the very next day.
I don't know what's going on there.
So they returned them and then took them.
That's really irrelevant at this point. There's a lot bigger problems that we have going on.
Then they took firewood. Yeah, and then, children's services. No, we did talk about this. They're going to come in and remove the kids and...
Yeah, that'd be a bad
all kinds of threats. Anyway, it was unreal.
So far, every threat has been an idle one because I've spent a lot of time on Twitter these days, and I follow a lot of people that seem to be very knowledgeable about the situation. Mm-hmm. I'll put it that way. And you read the threads, and I think we talked about this too. The truckers can't lose at this point.
Yeah,
It's impossible unless things got really out of hand and they started breaking into stores and lighting fires and whatever else and but they're not doing anything wrong.
Nope.
And all you hear is illegal and insurrection, and it's such a bunch of bullshit. I mean, and that's what the government and the media do best, is divisiveness and stoke fear. And that's how they think they're going to win this battle. Mm-hmm. And they won't. They won't win this battle doing that. No. I guarantee it. And every day that ticks by, and Trudeau thinks he's still in charge and in power, and he's never looked more pathetic.
No.
On the world. And
the world is
and
laughing.
He's a loser.
Yeah.
Like, he's an idiot.
Yeah.
And he's been laughed at many, many times, but typically it's like only one country. Like when he went to India, came back and they were all laughing because they're like, what the fuck is this guy? But it's the entire world now. And it's hilarious. Mm-hmm. And he will get everything he deserves. Yeah. I hope. If there's any justice in this world,
I hope so,
he
too.
will. So
I hope so.
But yeah, it's getting very interesting. Weekend. Yeah, so far nothing's really going on in Ottawa. But there's talk of BC convoys forming now, border blockades. Alaska, supposedly Alaska was showing some love for Canada up in the north part there. Not that that's a huge trade route, but a lot of oil comes out of Alaska.
And just the support, right? Yeah. Like to know that you're not, they're not alone there. Yeah,
a lot of Americans really showing their support.
Yes.
In New York, I don't know if it was healthcare workers or something that were supposed to be fired, but they had a huge U.S. flag. They were walking down the streets, and then a smaller Canadian one behind them. So that's coming from New York.
Right. I didn't even know they knew we existed.
Like, they're almost on par with California.
Right.
In terms of liberal insanity.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
But like, wow. California is they're the ones putting together the convoy to D.C.
Yeah, that's where most of your trucks would come from,
right?
So, yeah. So, thank you to our American friends. This fucking thing.
And I have a real problem, and I mentioned this to you earlier today. I have a real problem, and it makes me angry every single time that I hear someone say, they made their point, go home. Clearly, they haven't, because nothing has been done. They won't meet with them.
I don't know what's so hard to understand that. And I mean, they had a window. The government had a window to sit down. That's closed. Okay, so now here's our options. You roll it back or this doesn't end. Mm-hmm. And the weather's only getting nicer.
Right.
Which is going to bring out more and more people.
Yeah.
So, you better do something, Trudeau.
Yeah. Yeah, so...
He must piss his pants daily at this point.
I don't know.
He's such a bitch. He's such a little bitch.
I don't know. I don't know how he can still...
How do you show your face?
I don't know. It's unbelievable.
They must have him doped up or something.
You think so?
Did you see that one video? It was like his first day kind of back out of hiding. That video, I don't know if you've seen it. I'll try and find it. And I'll put it on our Twitter and whatever else. But like, he looked like he was fucking strung out on heroin.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I did.
And then the next day, I'm like, that's not even the same fucking dude.
I did see that.
Like, no way.
Well, his face was like swollen.
So I think they got him fucking
white
doped up or something right now.
I don't know. I don't know what.
It's bizarre.
It is bizarre. Yeah. That was really, really strange.
Like, the dude in the first video looked like how he should have looked for what's going on here.
Right. Yes, I 100% agree.
Like, just fucking strung out. It sounded like he was short-circuiting and he was talking about fucking climate change. He didn't even know what he was saying.
Yeah.
Like, it was very bizarre. It was a very bizarre interview. And then the next day, it was his smug, stupid face again.
Right.
Right? So, I don't get it. It was very weird, but
yeah.
Regardless, what time are we at here?
39.
Jesus Christ. Okay, we got to take a break. When we come back, we're going to go through a little bit of Olympics. Wow, that's a shit show. The NBA trade deadline came and went. I want to talk about that a little bit. We'll cover off, obviously, NBA and NHL standings. Mm-hmm. And then we're done. All right. So on that note, we'll be right back. Do you love sports? Sick of all the same mainstream sports shows? Then join us on the Chainmovers podcast. We will give you real takes without all the mainstream BS. Catch us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on YouTube Live or wherever you get your podcast content. Again, that's a Chainmovers podcast. Join us.
We're back!
It's always a big applause when we come back.
Yeah.
That's our trademark.
Yeah. It's just a little applause when we first start.
It's my MO.
Yeah.
Okay, I told
what that
everyone we were going to talk about the Genocide Games. As they're so affectionately referred to in Beijing. Of course, I'm talking about the Olympics. Genocide Games comes from the amount of from the blatant human rights disregard and the amount of people they persecute for really no reason. So I didn't coin the phrase. I picked it up from somewhere. But let's have a look, Lace. First off, that's their ski jump. They built it in the middle of an old steel mill.
That is unbelievable.
Because I guess there's just no room in Beijing to put anything up. So what a beautiful backdrop that is. Hey?
Yeah, isn't it?
Isn't that nice?
And they painted the Olympic rings up on there.
Sure.
Knowing is going to be in the background. So that isn't functioning?
The steel mill? Mm-hmm. No, they shut it down because they hosted the Summer Olympics in 2008.
Okay.
Is that right?
I don't know.
I believe they did. And they had to shut it down then because if you remember back to those Olympics, the pollution was so fucking bad. You couldn't even breathe over there.
Right.
So they shut that one down. I don't know if they had something set up there as well.
Oh, okay.
So, but they had it shut down in 2008. I don't believe it's functional anymore.
I was going to say, that would be pretty...
But isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
Wow.
What a scenic background.
What a memory. What a memory you get to go home with.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. And how about this, Lace?
Yeah.
Now, obviously I'm not over in Beijing, but supposedly this is what the athletes are eating in the village for breakfast, lunch, and supper. And that's what they've been served every day since they've been there. So, if anyone could tell me what the top right is, I'd be very interested. I've heard lots of people have lived in China and shit.
Okay.
And they say it's a boiled Cornish hen.
I was going to say, it looks like a raw chicken.
Yeah. Supposedly that's common to eat over there. Okay. I don't know. It looks absolutely fucking wretched.
Yeah. I wouldn't eat that.
Throw a little fucking pepper on there for me at least, would you?
There are two items I do know what they are.
Well, is the top left beans?
I have no idea. It looks like really runny chili is what it looks like.
Well, that's pickles and noodles. Those are the two you can pick out.
Oh, I thought the top... Oh, dear. I thought the top was potatoes.
Oh, is it? I'm kind of far away. It could be. I don't know.
But, look, that doesn't feed anyone.
Well, I don't know. They have probably a pretty strict diet.
I don't know. I'm not a very big eater anymore. And because I would not eat whatever's the top right. And everything else...
Yeah... I don't know. It doesn't look very appealing. I'd be like, just wheel some fucking McD's in here for me, would you?
I don't care.
I'll live on that for 2 weeks and then get me the fuck out of here.
That's insane.
It is wild. You hear all kinds of stories coming out of there. If you even test positive for COVID, they fucking rip you out of bed in the middle of the night, throw you in a camp somewhere. The one girl, I don't know where she was from.
I want to say Belgium, but I don't know if that's right.
Crying on a video saying, I don't know if I'm going to get out of here.
Yeah, because she was no longer in the village.
No, she didn't know. I don't think she knew where she was.
She didn't. And she was actually scared. So after that video, she posted to her Instagram, I think, is where she did it. And they did move her to the village. But then and she had tested negative 3 times a day for days already at that point. She's like, I don't understand this. She was actually scared.
It's fucked, man.
Yeah. And then, one got
we
ripped out
talked
of her
about
bed
this 3 weeks ago, though, and I said, there's no fucking way I'm getting on that plane going over there. Not right now.
That's so scary.
It's nuts. And the only losers in this whole thing are the athletes.
Yeah.
Which is an absolute fucking shame.
Yes, it is.
Like, it shouldn't be that way, but...
Like I said, you know, a lot of these people, they've done this their whole life. Like, this is their lifelong goal.
Okay, well, here's a real beauty, Lace. You ready
yeah.
for this one?
Yeah, this is crazy.
What I'm about to show you, fine folks, apparently this video's been scrubbed everywhere in China. You can't find it.
It's sick.
There is no penalties doled out, no nothing. Now, I have it on loop so we can watch it a few times because it takes a while to really see what's going on. When I kick this on, you're going to see 4 speed skaters in the picture. You're going to see 3 with a black helmet with a red maple leaf on the front. Guess who that is? That's Canada.
Boop, boop.
And then the red helmet with the black in front is from China. Okay? Now, I want you to keep an eye on the Chinese skater's left hand as they're coming around the corner and just watch, okay? Okay, that skater goes down. Now, watch why that skater goes down. Look at this. Look at that. Throws the lane marker right into her skate. Watch it again. Look. You can see it was in their hand and threw it right into her skates. Let's watch it one more time. Look at that. Everyone's watching by now. They get it now. Mm-hmm. I'll let you guys watch it one more time. Look at right under the blade. That thing didn't just jump out of nowhere. Isn't that fucking wild? No penalty doled out. Can't find the video. No wrongdoing. Like, they're just blatantly cheating at their own Olympics.
Right.
I don't care 2 shits if Canada wins a medal at all.
Yeah.
I could care less. And I've said it numerous times. You go over there, you just be thankful you come home.
Yeah.
That's it. Then you got a convoy waiting for you when you get home.
Yeah.
So...
have a parade. Oh, that's what someone said. Was that Biden would think it was a parade for him. That's what they said. Because he doesn't know where he is.
He's so stupid. Okay, Lace, that's all I got on the Olympics. Apparently it's an absolute horror show. And
I'm scared for these people. Like, I'm actually scared for them.
I can't believe they let her have her cell phone and internet and all that. I'm amazed, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm very surprised. I'm surprised they don't cut all the fucking internet to there. And they could.
Yeah.
They could at any point in time and literally take everyone away. Mm-hmm. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
What are you going to do? The U.S. is too busy with a fake war with Russia. We're too busy fighting for our own fucking country back.
And, and our prime minister is missing and couldn't make a choice.
It's wild, man.
The right choice.
It's really wild.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
This whole world is nuts.
Can't believe what I'm seeing with the Olympics, and I haven't watched a second of it. This is just me on Twitter finding this stuff. It's crazy, but regardless, enough about the Olympics, Lacey. I'm crossing that off the list.
Okay.
Not talking about it anymore. Let's go through the NBA trades, Lace. After a crazy trade deadline, we got a few to talk about. I'm not going to talk about all of them because some of them just really don't matter all that much. First up, Lace, we're going to start out with the big one. Philadelphia 76ers, Brooklyn Nets, 76ers get James Harden. The Nets get Ben Simmons, Steph Curry, Andre Drummond, 76ers first rounder, and a 2027 first rounder. What do you think of that?
Wow! Yeah, wow.
Holy lightning.
Yeah.
The fucking 76ers got fleeced here.
You can't even talk.
Like, come on. Daryl Morey, you're the guy that was sitting there just waiting for like 8 first-round picks for Ben Simmons, and then it's like, fuck, ship him out the door. Let's take back an aging James Harden. What the fuck?
I don't know.
Is this guy for real? He better hope Philly wins a title this year.
Yeah.
Because this is going to come back to haunt them for a very, very, very long time, is my prediction. Mm-hmm. I don't hate James Harden.
No, you like him.
But James Harden now is not James Harden from 2012.
Yeah.
Right? Or 2015 even.
Yeah.
Holy lightning. And Brooklyn gets what they need. They don't need another scorer on that team.
Right.
Ben Simmons can play defense. He can distribute the ball. That's what they need. Mm-hmm. So that's what they got.
Right. Worked out good.
And they also picked up Curry and Drummond.
Right.
They needed help at center. Drummond's going to fill that void nicely.
Oh, okay.
Seth Curry. They threw Steph Curry into it. Seth Curry. You give him the minutes, he'll put up 20 a game.
Right.
Like, he's more than a serviceable guard.
Yes, absolutely.
So, and with Joe...
I don't know.
Joe Harris being out. I don't know when he's coming back, but they miss having him. Mm-hmm. Like, he was a 3-point champ, 3 years ago? Oh, okay. Joe Harris was. I think he maybe played 5 games this year. He's been out ever since. So, man, first glance, and even after some analysis, Nets win this one. Yeah. Easy. But if the 76ers manage to win a title, all's forgiven, right? So, moving overlays, I found this one extremely shocking. And I got to assume it's more of a contract dump than anything else. Mavs trade away Porzingis.
Okay.
And a 2022 second-round pick, which a second-round pick in the NBA really isn't worth all that much because there's only 2 rounds in the draft.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, it's like getting a 7th in the NFL.
Oh, okay.
It means nothing.
Yeah.
And typically your top 10 are the only guys that stick around. Right? So,
okay.
Mavs get Spencer Dinwiddie and Davis Bertans back. Bertans can shoot. I don't know why the Mavs thought they needed another point guard.
Right.
Between Luka and Jalen Brunson, they got the backcourt pretty much locked down. I like Spencer Dinwiddie. I think he was excellent with Brooklyn when who was their point guard there? I don't remember. Anyway, he was very good in Brooklyn. But whatever. Fuck, those 2 guys are loving life because Washington is not winning. They'll be lucky to make the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
And the Mavs, I mean, arguably, they have a shot at it,
yeah.
I would say. You got Luka on your roster.
Yeah.
Good things can happen.
Yeah.
Let's move overlays. This one also surprised me quite a bit. The Celtics trading for Derek White from the Spurs. Spurs get back Josh Richardson, Romeo Langford, who is a bench guy in Boston. He was nothing really. 2022 first protected first round pick.
What does that mean?
It's a whole big explanation. Remind me, I'll talk about protected picks next show. Okay? We'll go through. The NBA is a totally different animal when it comes to that stuff. Okay? And a 2028 first round pick swap. So what that means is in the first round of 2028, they can either keep their pick or swap depending on who's better.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you don't see shit like this in the NFL and the NHL, and NBA is a totally different animal in that regard. Kings Pacers. Pacers were busy. Pacers get Tyrese Halliburton, Buddy Hield, and Tristan Thompson. Pacers send back to the Kings Domantas Sabonis, Justin Holiday, Jeremy Lamb, and a 2023 second rounder. Pelicans. They break up Dame and CJ. The Trailblazers have accepted their fate. They are in rebuild mode. They traded away CJ McCollum, Larry Nance, and Terry Snell to the Pelicans. In return, the Blazers get Josh Hart, Nikhil Walker-Alexander, Thomas Satoransky, which I got to assume is an expiring contract, a 2022 first, a 2026 second, and a 2027 second.
Wow.
So Portland in full rebuild mode at this point, which the only other shoe to drop is to move Dame out, right? So you can't put him through a rebuild at this point.
I was going to say
I feel for that guy, man. Yeah. And he always says, like, he's adamant he's staying, right?
Really?
It's like, dude, you got to do what's right for you at some point. You're not going to win a title there, not unless you're going to play till you're like 50.
Yeah.
You got to move on, man. It's just the way it is. So those were the big trades.
All right.
That's all I'm going to talk about. But let's go over the standings quick, Lace.
Okay.
Shall we? You know I love to start with the East.
Yes.
Because I read right to left.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Left?
You're backwards.
Right?
Right.
Left.
Right.
Right. Okay. First, we got the Miami Heat at 36-20, Lace. They won 4 straight. Second, we got the Chicago Bulls hanging around, 34-21. Third, we got the Cavs, 34-21. They're tied for second right now in the East with the Bulls. They've won 3 straight. 4, we got your Milwaukee Bucks, 35-22. Fifth, we got those 76ers, 32-22. 6, we got the Raptors, who have won 8 straight games, Lacey.
Yeah, that's nuts.
And looked impressive doing it, sitting there with a 31-23 record. 7th, we got the Celtics, 31-25. Well, there's your playing teams, right?
Yeah.
So, look at Washington. Isn't that fucking pathetic? Like, they were at the top of the East for how long?
Yeah.
And just shit the bed. Just a bed shitting. Let's move over to the West, Lace. Phoenix Suns. Holy, I'm struggling here.
Yeah, you have a hard time talking tonight.
Phoenix Suns sitting top of the West, 45-10. They've won 4 in a row. Second, we got the Golden State Warriors, 41-15. They've lost 2 straight. They just got pumped by Utah the other night. Third, the Grizz, 39-18. They're only 2.5 back.
Yeah.
They've won 4 in a row. Fourth, we got the Jazz, who are getting back on track, 34-21. They've won 4 straight. 5, we got the Mavs, 33-23. They've also won 4 straight. And 6, we got the Nuggets at 30-24, and they've won 2 straight. And then we flip over to the Lakers. They are 26-30, sitting in 9th, lost 2 straight. Didn't make any moves at the trade deadline. Supposedly, there was grumblings that they were trying to trade Russell Westbrook for Buddy Hield straight up with Indiana. And Indiana said, no thanks.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I don't know if that's 100% true or not, but wow. Wow. Could you... Oh, that stock has fallen. But that's a big contract.
Right.
That's a big, scary contract for a lot of teams. Did our computer move?
Yeah, I think you turned it.
Jesus.
And
There
you were
we go.
talking. And you were reading the stat, or the...
So what happens when I pull
Standings.
that one up is we have to get up because I can't see it.
Yeah.
It's too small.
I think maybe you need some new glasses.
Oh, come on. You can read that from back here when it's
I
up?
have before.
Stop it. Okay, who's at the bottom?
Who?
Yeah.
Houston Rockets.
What's their record?
1540, and then the next one's 273.
Holy fuck. That's impressive.
I've been telling you for years and years. Like, I have the best eyes, like, in the world.
That's
possibly.
insanity.
I should have been a sniper.
Yeah.
I have great eyes, and I have a super steady hand.
Sure you
Maybe
did.
I'll train.
You'd have to sign up with the military if you want real training. Way you go.
Yeah, I might be too old.
Okay, let's move over to the NHL Lace. We'll go through the standings, and then we're going to call it a show because it's my Friday, too.
That's right.
I don't want to be here all night.
And we're getting pretty late.
How long we been going?
58 minutes, I think.
Oh, that'll be about perfect. Okay, let's get into the NHL standings, Lace. Start with the Atlantic, as we always do.
Okay.
Always do. Florida Panthers sitting there in first, Lace, 32-10-5. 7-3 in their last 10. Second, we got the Lightning, 30-11-6, and they're 7-2-1. And third, we got the Leafs at 30-11-3 and 7-3-0 in their last 10. Those teams are just consistently consistent.
Yeah, I like it.
You know?
Yeah.
Consistently good. They have been all year.
Yeah.
Never hit any big losing streaks. They're just solid all the time. Look at those Senators, Lacey.
Wow.
Sitting there in sixth. 16-23-4. They've lost 1 in a row. But they pulled ahead of the Sabres. And then we got the Habs sitting way, way down in the bottom of that Atlantic division. Still they can't get off those 8 wins.
Yeah.
31 losses, 7 overtime losses. They've lost 8 in a row. And they're 1-7-2 in their last 10. Moving over to the Metro Lace. First, we got the Carolina Hurricanes, 32-10-3. They just beat Boston last night, 6-0.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just clobbered them. 7-2-1 in their last 10. Second, we got the Pens. Finally, they're starting to gain some ground, those Pens. 29-11-8. Is that right?
Yep.
6-1-3 in their last 10. They've won 2 in a row. And third, we got the Rangers, 30-13-4. And they have won 2 in a row also. Mm-hmm. So, those Flyers are bad.
Yeah, they sure are.
Fuck, they're bad. Let's move over to the Central. Colorado Avalanche sitting there in first, 33-8-4, 9-0-1 in their last 10, and they are really hitting their stride. Looking like the Stanley Cup favorites that they were projected to be.
Yep, they sure do.
At the start of the season. Second, we got the Preds, 28-15-4. Well, look at me. And third, we got the Minnesota Wild at 28-11-3. And then we go down all the way to 6, and you'll find the New York Jets at 19-17-7.
Not the New York Jets. He meant Winnipeg.
I meant the New York Jets.
Look at, I caught it at least.
Don't tell me what I meant.
You always say, why didn't you tell me? Oh, I should have just left.
You're fired.
You're fired, yeah.
That was for me.
Yeah.
I'm fired. I did mean the New York Jets.
Yeah.
Let's move over to the Pacific. Las Vegas Golden Knights sitting there in first place, 28-17-3. But look who's managed to claw their way all the way back up into second.
Yeah.
The Calgary Flames, 25-13-8. They're 8-2 in their last 10.
He meant 25-13-6.
Fuck, I can't see. Third, we got the Kings at 24-16-7. I don't know how they're doing it. Sixth, we got the Oilers at 23-18-3. And in seventh, we got the Canucks.
What?
21-6.
Boy, they just can't.
And the Bruce Boudreau effect is worn off already.
Yeah.
They just can't string anything together
Yeah.
is the problem. And yeah, I don't know.
They just can't get above 500.
Just can't get their fucking heads on straight.
What's happening?
You know?
Yeah.
But such is life. That's all I got, Lacey. You got anything else? No?
No.
That's weird.
Super Bowl this weekend, though.
It is the Super Bowl!
Super excited.
Maybe.
Yep. The convoy doesn't show up there.
Might get shut down.
I heard something interesting today. I already let Chad know, but I'm going to let all you all know. So, I don't know. Like, I don't even know who this kid is. He just, a video come up on my phone. And so I watched it. So he brought up, and then he did a little bit of research himself on it about the convoy showing up to the Super Bowl and blah, blah. Anyway, and he said, I don't know if it was brought to his attention or what, but he said DHS was the first place he'd heard about it.
What's DHS?
Department of Homeland Security.
Okay.
So he, tried to check it out a little bit or whatever, and that's the earliest report he could see about this convoy showing up to the Super Bowl. And so, of course, then he's thinking about it, and he's like, wait a second. He's like, politicians don't care if the convoy shows up at the Super Bowl. They'd rather that than them show up in Washington. The other thing that he brought up, and these are just, thoughts that he's having, which once he said it, made total sense. What is going to happen if the convoy shows up at the Super Bowl? People are going to get pissy. So now all of a sudden you're going to have a big group of people, and if you're going to the Super Bowl, you've got some money, right? So you have
For the most part, yeah.
You have the,
Ticket prices have fallen in half, though.
Oh, have they?
Yeah, when it first opened up there, the cheapest seat was like, I don't know, $6,300 or something like that. And now it's $3,200
Oh,
or
really?
something to get in. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Well, the demand's not there. The Rams really don't have any fans.
Really?
No.
I guess they're kind of like new still.
As fucked up as it is, nobody in LA gives a shit about football. It's like the Coyotes in Arizona.
Are you for real?
Yeah. Chargers never had any fans. Why do you think they moved?
I guess. Never really thought about it.
Nobody cared.
Wow. That is
Nope.
shocking.
They have a lot of money, but nobody cares.
Really?
Yeah. So your ticket demand is going to be driven by Cincinnati folks. Right?
Oh, okay.
And not everybody has the money to spend $3,000 on a fucking ticket. and then they got to
And
get there. So yeah,
Oh, okay.
apparently prices have fallen in half
Wow.
to get in the door of the Super Bowl. So can't believe that didn't make it onto our notes.
Yeah. I didn't
That's a
know that.
problem when we're off for like 4 days.
Yeah, you forget
so much stuff happens, right? That I'm trying to pull like I think the most important stuff.
Right. But you forget
But
about
I could
some
have
important
I
stuff.
could have a million side stories.
Yeah.
But
Anyway,
such is life.
so
Where were you going with that? You're just saying it was a ploy?
yeah.
A government ploy?
So hopefully, that's all doesn't happen and Super Bowl carries on and everyone can cheer for their team and the truckers.
Go Joe Burrow.
There you go.
Who you putting your money on?
I don't know.
That
Yeah.
spread hasn't moved in 2 weeks.
What was it? What is it?
+4 Cincy.
Oh, I don't know.
I haven't seen it move anyway.
That's crazy, actually.
Yeah, for 2 weeks straight. Well, you're not going to have any injuries or anything, right?
Yeah, while they're off. Yeah, I guess.
Tyler Higbee, though, been ruled out.
What?
Yeah, they put him on the IR.
What?
Yeah, he's not playing.
Oh.
So, that's a pretty big deal.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't make it onto our stories either.
What the heck?
I got to wean everybody off football, though. I'm trying to do a little bit less football and more basketball and hockey because football's done right away, whether we fucking like it or not. That's the way it's going to be.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, flip
anyway.
over to YouTube. Let's see if we have any questions. You haven't been doing that all show.
I did twice.
Oh, what's it say? What's it say?
Oh, he was just correcting you.
Oh.
I have no idea of this sport, but she looks cute. That's me, maybe.
It has to be.
Seth Curry, not Steph. He was just correcting you.
Ah, you're right. You're right, my brother. But I corrected it after.
Yeah, and it didn't even take you very long.
No. Well, he's really on top of
He
things.
sure is.
I appreciate that.
Ethan.
Thanks, Ethan. Appreciate it.
Oops.
On that note, yeah, keep sending suggestions, comments, concerns. Don't like what you see? Call the CRTC. Or this. What's the other one?
Yeah, I don't know.
Canadian Broadcasting Standards Council, and they'll tell you they've never heard of us. So.
Contact them both if you want. The CRTC and the
You can,
whatever
you
they
can flood their fucking phones. I don't care. Yeah. Suggestions, whatever. Here's our email address. Want to advertise with the show, let me know. We can cook something up. We're always open to sponsorships, mid-rolls, post-rolls, pre-rolls, whatever you want to do. So,
And let us know if you win your parlays.
yeah. Anyway, I defy you to hit a 9-legger. I defy you. I now consider myself godlike status. So, it's impressive. I don't care how you slice it.
It's super impressive.
I don't care who disagrees with me or not.
I was happy I hit 4.
I think I'm the fucking greatest thing ever. So, on that note, everybody, enjoy your Friday night, enjoy your weekend, and enjoy that Super Bowl. Should be a dandy.
Whoop whoop.
And on that note, we're out.